Hi there, you're with Kelly Slattery, one half of the Self-Love Sisters, and today I want to take you through a quick little tour of a great resource for beginners in the cryptocurrency space. So this website is called coinmarketcap.com, and it is a great place to start your journey in cryptocurrency. CoinMarketCap has a great number of information that's available to you, and so I'm just going to give you a quick run through. So starting up the top here, we've got the number of cryptocurrencies that are currently live in the market. Today we are looking at 1,448 cryptocurrencies. You can see down here that Bitcoin is number one. They all have a ranking by market cap. So it goes Bitcoin number one, Ethereum 2, Ripple 3, so on and so forth, down to 1,448. And there are new cryptocurrencies coming onto the market every day. So moving along the top of the page, we've got the number of markets. Today we have 7,578 markets where you can trade your cryptocurrency. What this means is that between the number of cryptocurrencies and the number of markets, there is a lot of sorting and shifting that needs to be done to find some reliable sources of a great coin and also reliable places where you can trade your coins. Next, we come to the global market cap, and what that means is the total amount of money in US dollars that is currently in the cryptocurrency market. Now, interestingly, this global market cap in January 2017, just over a year ago, or just around a year ago, was $17 billion. So in December and earlier January of this year, 2018, we saw that market cap grow to over $800 billion, and now we're just settling back around the $580 billion. So what we've seen is an incredible amount of growth, an incredible amount of money poured into cryptocurrency over the last year. But in saying that, that 500 and whatever billion dollars is just a spit in the ocean compared to the Forex market or the foreign currency market, which trades over $5 trillion a day, according to 2016 figures. So there is a long way for cryptocurrencies to grow, and I hope that you will join us on this journey because it is a very fun, exciting, and fast-paced journey. The next number that we're looking at is the volume of currency traded in the last 24 hours. So you can see there was $63 billion traded in the last 24 hours. While it is a huge number in terms of the growth in this market, but it's still a small number in comparison to the Forex market, the foreign currency market, or the stock exchanges in terms of the amounts of dollars that they're trading daily. The last number along the top here is BTC dominance, which is BTC is Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance is currently at 34.3% of the market, which tells us that this market cap of $200 billion is around 34% of this global market cap. So that's what those figures mean. Here we can change the language to English, Espanol, Portuguese, or Japanese, I think that is. And we can also change the currency to localize it for your particular currency. I like to leave mine in US dollars as a sort of global monetary language. Next, we're going to come down to here and see, as I mentioned before, all the coins are listed in order of market cap. So number one being Bitcoin, Bitcoin having the largest market cap. And that market cap is made up of the circulating supply of coins. So currently there are 809,412 Bitcoins in circulation. We multiply that number by the price, 11,900, and that's how we get our market cap of Bitcoin. And another thing that I will point out to you is that these prices are always live. They're 24/7, 365, and this particular price here is the average of all the prices coming in from the different exchanges. So here we have the 7,500 odd different markets or exchanges where you can trade your cryptocurrencies. What CoinMarketCap does is it consolidates all that information and then gives us an average price. So now I'm going to take you a little bit deeper, and we're going to click onto a coin. I'm going to choose Bitcoin for this example, but the same applies to any coin that you're going to click on in this space. So we recommend that people come to coinmarketcap.com because it's a reliable source of data with integrity. And when you click into the coin name, you'll also have a reliable source for a website link. So if you were to Google Bitcoin in Google, you could come up with bitcoin.com, bitcoin.org. You could come up with bitcoin.net perhaps, or bitcoin.io, or bitcoin.co.nz, bitcoin.com.au. So there are a lot of potential sites that aren't the legitimate site. And what we're saying is that we recommend people come to the coinmarketcap.com site, click on the website from within CoinMarketCap, because you're going to have a reliable link in place. So next, what I want to tell you and go through is just through this data here, you're going to see max supply. So that's the maximum supply of a coin that will ever be released. The maximum supply of Bitcoin is 21 million coins. The last coin of Bitcoin that will be minted will happen in 2140, and there's a lot of mathematics behind that. And that was established before the coin was released into the market. So to quickly go through that, when Bitcoin was first released, the mathematics behind it was with every block being completed, then 50 coins would be released. After 4 years, that would halve down to 25 coins. We're in the 4-year phase where it is 12.5 coins being released every time a block is completed. When this 4-year phase is, it will go down to 6.25, and then 3 1/8, and so on and so forth, reducing across each 4-year time frame until we hit 2140, when the last Bitcoin will be released. So that's a little bit of background for you, just to give you an understanding of the longevity of the cryptocurrency space. This has been thoroughly thought out before I even knew about it, obviously, but there is mathematics and there is algorithms and there are rules in place that have been unseen in our traditional corporate world. So there's a lot of integrity within this space, and we like to say that it's incorruptible because it's a decentralized system that doesn't rely on human. Well, there is no real room for human interaction in this, because you have miners that are independent and mining from different places in the world without human interaction or human agendas coming into play. Okay, so moving on down the screen, what we see here are the charts for the particular coin that you've clicked into. Obviously, we've clicked into the Bitcoin chart, and that's going to show us the history of the chart. And what we've got here is we can show all, and that shows the entire history. I think that's what we've got there. Since you've probably heard that Bitcoin came into existence in 2009, and since then the space has been growing and evolving, and so things like CoinMarketCap obviously weren't around but have come out as part of that evolution and that progress. So here we can see the 1 year chart. You can see how much of a growth spurt Bitcoin had in 2017. You can see this bar here is the shaded bar that's showing us from January to January this year. All right, our next tab across is the markets tab. The markets tell you where the most liquid exchanges are. So here we have the top, we've got heaps actually. So if the coin that you've clicked into, it has a limited number of exchanges listed here, then possibly not a great coin to go into straight away as an investment, or a whatever you're doing it for, because you want to have liquidity to be able to get in and out of a trade. So here we can see that Bitfinex has traded the currency pair Bitcoin against the US dollar, and over the last 24 hours they've traded $1.5 billion. and the most recent price was 11,631. And Bitfinex over that 24-hour period has held 7.8% of the global volume for Bitcoin transactions. And here we can see the currency pairs that people, so you can see what people are buying with their Bitcoin, or how people are buying their Bitcoin, or what people are buying with their Bitcoin. So an example, the US dollar has been used to purchase Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been used to purchase Tron. Okay, so that's the example there. The social tab has updated social media feeds. If there are other social media feeds that have linked to CoinMarketCap, then those will certainly come through. Next, you have your tools, which is not really something I go into. It's if you want to have a website widget, then you can get the code from here. And this tab, historical data, is actually a good friend of mine. It's one that I come to when I want to see what the price of Bitcoin has done historically. So here we can see the price of Bitcoin for the last month. So from December the 19th to January the 18th, we can see here that we've had it going down at the moment, but it was up as high as 19,000. So across the top we have the open, the high, the low, and the close, and so that's the trading range for the day. And also, if you've purchased Bitcoin and you know what day that you purchased it on, but you didn't actually record how much you paid for your Bitcoin, this is a good little touch point to come back to see what sort of range it would have been in. Okay, so that is a little bit about CoinMarketCap.com. I hope that's given you some insight into where you can go to find information, to find reliable source of data on your coin, and also to be able to dig a little deeper and to find out where you can trade your coin. So hope this has been of a help to you. I wish you great success on your journey and look forward to chatting again soon. Until then, ka kite anō.